I thought to myself, you know what? I might have to record myself in these horrible moments, like these horrible, like unbearable moments where I just can't, like, I can't even process like thoughts. I hardly can process thoughts anyways with so much going on in my brain, but like there are moments where I just feel like everything is just like caving in on me. And you know, it's it's very unfortunate because I can't really talk about, like, I can't disclose a lot of information. I can't say what's weighing heavy on my heart because a lot of it is like stories that not only stories that I'm hearing. First off, my own time at home with my son. Right now my kids are on vacation, and all the things my son is feeling, he's able to express some things that he wants. Like, he wants to go back to school, he wants to go back to his teacher. I don't even know if out of retaliation they're going to keep my son in that same class or move him to another one, and that has like a really like I'm carrying that huge pain in my heart. I carry guilt in my heart because I spend time with him, and then sometimes he starts treating me really bad, and I feel like bien caída, and I can't take it, and I feel like I need to take breaks. So I'll just go to the kitchen, like, you know what, I'm gonna go cook, you know, the food or whatever, and then I'm just so tired. Like, mentally and physically. I wish I could tell you the phone call I got yesterday, but I can't because I don't ever want to. I don't ever want to, you know, tell people's stories. I asked her permission. But I don't ever want to, like, show the children, like, everyone has their own dignity, you know, like, I don't, how am I supposed to do this organization? Like, you guys are supposed to see the children, right? You guys are supposed to see the families. You guys are supposed to hear the stories. You guys are supposed to know how we are helping. And how am I supposed to do that if there's this big thing that I'm going through right now? There's this big thing, and that story's like, I think to myself, it almost doesn't even seem real. Like, it just doesn't seem real to me. Like, this child under the spectrum, his story is, it doesn't seem real. It seems like somebody, like a writer, like a very talented writer, could have just made it up. And sometimes I think, you know, when mom calls me like stressed out and in dire need of help, I think, dang, like, what if I just share your guys' story? Like, people do that, and then oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I feel like I'm gonna have a panic attack. I don't have any money to help her. I'm putting every cent into this organization thinking that it might hit before she goes. But I don't even think I'm willing to ask for donations. We're just gonna try to sell merchandise and hope that we somehow raise money like that, and hope that the state gives us money. Oh, I feel so weak. So weak right now. I don't even know why I'm doing this video. That's our cat. What's up, Remy? You okay? Remy, you okay? I don't think I will ever dare say the story of my friend. Or her son. I do help her in any way I can, you know. Her son comes over to my house a lot, and I try my best to just let him live a good life here, you know. I don't even want to go in details as to like what we do for him, because then I start to feel like I'm showing off. But you know, we try our best. So yeah, how am I supposed to get through this? You know, how am I supposed to get through? I'll always have signs in our events saying to please not record, please not take pictures. Out of privacy, you know, privacy for the children. I don't ever want them to be like I don't want them to get used, you know. I don't want to use the children. For those of us who know, we just know. I don't even like to see videos online. People that don't have a child under the spectrum, like friends. People I meet. God bless their souls, but sometimes they'll send me videos, you know, like, and I ask them politely, like, please don't send me videos, please. I shout out to those people, you know, who they're living, you know, a good life or whatever, like, you know, like success videos, you know. But I can't watch them. There's so much reality, like there's so much dark reality for some of these families. I don't even have to search far for stories like that. I'm part of one, you know, not just with my son, but with this mom that I've been trying to help for the last 15 years. That's it. It's coming to an end. And I don't think I'll be able to. I don't think I'll be able to show her the magic before she goes. If I could please show her. I know she knows that even without the organization. I'm gonna be able to take care of her son. We're set to have him stay with me and my husband permanently after she leaves us. I would have really liked to have I would have really loved to have had her be part of, you know, the magic world that I kept insisting to her that I was going to create. She came to one event. Was it the one I passed out in? It was one event. I think it was like our first one. It wasn't even an event. It was we're just supposed to go make videos. And I'm prone to, like, well, when I was a kid, I didn't think as an adult, but I'm prone to, like, fainting. I think my strong emotions sometimes get the better of me, and then I just pass out. Well, when I was a kid. But yeah, De Grande, like, our first event where we're just supposed to take pictures and stuff, I got overwhelmed with feelings and I just, like, dropped, and I had to crawl to a tree to try to grip onto its roots and the dirt for safety and energy. I can't even tell you guys what I felt at that moment because I'm already horribly crying. And yeah, but that day was heavy. A lot of things feel heavy. It's like, can this be true? I feel like sometimes I'm living like in a nightmare. Like, can this be true? Did I really just have a conversation with my friend where I told her it's okay to go, don't worry, he'll be okay? You know, that's the fear that a lot of us moms and dads have, like, and grandparents, right? Those, whoever's taking care of these children. I hear that a lot. I hear it. My biggest fear is what's gonna happen to my child if something happens to me. Who's gonna tolerate my child? Her son, he's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful boy, but también es bien cabrón. Like, es bien cabrón, and he gets under her skin a lot, like a lot, and especially hers, you know, like, she calls me a lot, like this, like just bawling her eyes out because she gets treated, you know, a certain way, and you know, she says I'm the only one that understands because I understand his feelings. It's really hard for people to understand that somebody under the spectrum has really strong feelings. And that's not just sadness, or anxiety. It could also be anger. Anger is something that, a person under the spectrum, from what I see, right? Like, I don't know if there's anything written out there, but I'm telling you from what I see, right? From all the families, that I engage with, from all the children that I see, from my own son, and then sometimes from my God, I look horrible. Oh my God. Ugh. Yeesh. My best friend gave me this shirt. It says "Living the Dream." Yeah. Anger is a very real, strong emotion. And sometimes people expect them to, like, they'll think that they're high functioning enough to understand. And I always think, like, because sometimes it's like the parents letting it out, saying, like, my family doesn't understand. They think he knows what he's doing, or she knows what she's doing. Like, she's just playing you. And, we all do it. We all play games, man. Humans on this earth, man, everybody does it, and we all get mad, and everyone's feelings are valid. It's true. Like, if we're mad for a reason, and if some of us are able to control it a little bit more, kudos to you. But it wouldn't be special needs if you didn't need some kind of special skill to try to redirect those really strong feelings. You know what I mean? The feelings are real. Like, I'm seeing it with my own two eyes that they're real. They're not always just for attention. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, they're not always just for attention. Sometimes it's just that they, for realsies, feel that angry, and then it becomes sadness, or they lash out. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to hurt you for lashing out. I'm not. I mean, I'll expect more from a neurotypical person, you know what I mean? But even then, like, we learn to forgive each other, us neurotypical people. I only do that because I don't think I'm neurotypical, but I'm not diagnosed, so I'm considered neurotypical, which I very much am not, I don't think. But if neurotypical humans learn to forgive each other's, challenging behaviors, and one of those is anger, like, why can't we do it for our children under the spectrum, or adults under the spectrum? Like, yeah, sometimes they're okay enough to understand that they did get excessively angry and they engaged in non-preferred behaviors, but at that moment they for realsies possibly cannot just stop feeling what that feeling is at that moment. So, like, mom feels, yeah, bud? The mystery box? Oh, good job, bud. Wait, in the mail? Oh, he's playing Call of Duty with his brother. His brother's helping me out so much today. Both of his brothers are helping me out so much today. Probably because they caught me bawling like this is the kitchen. They were like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to step it up today. So they're hanging out with my son. I just wanted to come make this quick video. Quick, but I see that I'm already at 19 minutes. Sorry, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to get through this. Like, I don't want to share, like, intimate details of a story. If I were to tell you guys a story right now of this particular friend, you probably would think I'm lying. I in my moments of, like, psychoanalyzing the situation, I start to feel dizzy, almost like if I'm not, like this can't be real. Like, that situation cannot possibly be real. Like, I have to be in a dream. There's no way. Like, you're gonna tell me, universe, that Like, why? Why? I know we all go through some stuff, but both his parents. I'm not gonna be able to stop this. I'm just gonna go. Oh my god. This is every parent's worst nightmare. Sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. I say nothing. There's so much I want to say, and I say nothing. I can't. I can't. I can't. Um, I'm just gonna keep going, you know. We'll just see what happens. I can't imagine anybody thinking like, oh, she's supposed to lead a revolution. That's the plan. A lot of in my heart, I feel like everyone's capitalizing. Not everyone, right? I don't know, but so far a lot of organizations I've come across that I begged for help. The LAUSD. People can capitalize on special needs, you know? All you gotta do is put that puzzle piece somewhere and you'll be able to come up on some major funding. I don't know, something in my heart seems very wrong about that. That's why sometimes, like, you know, I hesitate. Like, I barely started to use, you know, cute little online quotes about autism. The Zapata logo that has the autism, like the autism, you know, like sash around him. I wanted it to be kind of like a poncho, right? But like, I made it more kind of like a, I guess, I don't know how you say it in English, like a sash. But I just felt like I wanted to give it a different kind of a feel. Because, yeah, in the beginning of my son's journey, 7 years ago, 7 or 8 years ago, I just wasn't sure, you know, with all the injustices going around, I just felt like, well, are people rising up, you know, like, or does everyone just have, you know, I don't know what I'm saying. I just noticed my son's new poster. I like the movie Five Nights at Freddy's. So cute. Yeah. I'm not gonna stop trying. You know, I had to tell my friend to not worry. Que se me vaya en paz, you know. Aquí te lo cuido. What would happen if we weren't there? When I think about this particular case, I think about all the other children. What if they don't have someone like me in their life? I swear to God, in my life, I understand the kids. I swear to God, in my life, I do. To me, they can do no harm, no matter how much harm they do. And I think that they're gonna need something like that even as adults, because it seems like the normal thing for humans to do on this earth is to punish when people engage in particular behaviors that some people don't like. I don't know. Hey bud, what's up with you here? Had a nightmare? You're making weird noises. It's my kids' cat, Remy. Chiquiado. Deja nomás que te vea Papá Luis. Life, huh? Oh, shoot. Jesus. Anyways. Alright. I end this video. I don't know if I'm gonna post it. I swear my life, sometimes I just post and then later on excuse me, my family's just like my brother and I are thinking about starting like kind of like a podcast thing, or just like a Q&A videos where, you know, maybe I'll be able to speak a little better. I don't know. When I'm with my brother, I can really have some like really deep conversations. So I told him, you know, he's built for that, and I think that he can help me out a lot because he's a little more normal than I am. So he'll help me out. But yeah, he's probably gonna be like, take that video down, please. he's about to start an Instagram for me, so I'll let you guys know the link, I guess. But yeah, I'll just shoot. I'll see what I do with this video, but most likely I'm just gonna upload it and just see what happens. But have a great day, everyone, and yeah, let's just keep going, right? You gotta keep on keeping on, like Joe Dirt says.